Bangkok is incredible, but we're headed somewhere more remote. We're taking a plane, a bus, and a ferry through the Gulf of Thailand, a 300-mile trip, all to reach one tiny island. This is the mission to Koh Tao. Let's go. I had a 6:50 a.m. flight to catch, and if you remember from the last episode, I went to bed pretty late, so I'm already starting off pretty tired. Gemini AI suggested I get there about 2 hours early for check-in and everything, so I got there and just hung out for a little while I was waiting for the flight. You know I love my food, so I had to get a tuna sandwich and a mixed berry smoothie. I don't remember the price on these, so sorry about that, but they were super good as always. The flight was only about $48 for a one-way ticket and a 25-kilogram checked bag, which is crazy, and it's only about a 1 hour 15 or 1 hour 30-minute flight. And now it's time for the first hiccup in my trip. When I was waiting for my bag at baggage claim, this employee came up and showed me a picture of my bag and said, "Is this yours?" Which had me pretty nervous right off the rip, but it was just because I had my portable charger in my checked bag, which is against the rules, so my bag got left in Bangkok. So I had to go through some paperwork with them, sign some things, and then I was told we might get your bag on the next flight. If not, it'll be the flight after that. The only problem with that is it had to be on the next flight or I was missing my bus to the ferry to the island. If that would have happened, I would have had to take a sleeper boat over to Koh Tao, and then I would have missed my first whole day there. So after that, I just spent a few hours chilling at the airport. Luckily, I still had my actual charger on me, and I found one port that actually charged, so I just sat there and charged my phone and laid down for a while trying to get some rest. My bag made it there in time for the second bus, so I was supposed to leave at 9:30 a.m. on the bus. We ended up leaving at 12:30, so a little bit of time wasted. Time for some quick info on how I booked this whole trip. I used AirAsia and put in the from location Bangkok and the to location Koh Tao, and that helps get you your bus and ferry to the island. This should get you all your receipts and booking numbers so you can make the trip there without having to do anything extra. I do want to preface I only did this one time and it was back in February, so I don't remember it perfectly, so make sure to do some research on your own before you book your whole trip. The bus ride was pretty cool. It took about 1 hour and 20 minutes. You drive by a lot of cool stuff, tons of palm trees, some mountains, more rural areas of Thailand, some temples, so a lot of cool stuff to see. Once we got to the pier, we hung out there for about an hour. They've got a little shop that has some drinks and snacks, so you might want to stock up before the ferry because it's about a 3.5 hour ride to Koh Tao. After relaxing there for a bit, the ferry showed up and we all boarded it. The seating was first come, first serve, so if you want to get a good spot, then you might want to get in line early. I was towards the end of the line, so I got the bottom floor inside seats, which you can't really see much outside of the windows, so I would try to get there early to get a good spot. Once again, the trip took about 3.5 hours. You stop at a couple islands on the way and then you finally make it there. We got there right about 6:30, so the sun was setting. There was all sorts of different types of boats to the left, right, front, center, so we just look back and see all these boats on the horizon with the sunset, and it was just beautiful. After a full day of travel, we made it to Koh Tao. Next episode, we'll be grabbing a scooter, checking into a beautiful resort with a price point you won't believe, and going on a guided tour which includes a trip to Nang Yuan, snorkeling, and a full day of fun in the sun surrounded by the ocean. Don't forget to follow for part 8.